And good evening, everyone who is watching the stream of AD Arrives on Air. Welcome to my probably very short DC stream. Should have been a GeoGuessr stream, but I'm not sure I can play GeoGuessr. It's like the well, I mean, it's a game that you have to pay for, and I actually have money. I actually even have a bank card, but they still wouldn't allow me to pay. So if I'm not able to pay for GeoGuessr, I'm not able to play GeoGuessr. So I'm trying to talk to the GeoGuessr support. They send me to their payment processor support. They all seem to be either not really understanding what's happening or just not giving well, a damn about what's happening. So, but yeah, the problem stays. I just cannot pay for GeoGuessr. I'm now able to pay for many things, though a lot of them wouldn't have sense, but it doesn't just work for GeoGuessr. When I try to change my payment method, it's like the form for the payment method simply never loads. So probably no, and they keep sending me emails that they couldn't process the payment. From the old card data, the card that's like blocked now because of the payment systems, Visa and MasterCard card systems. Visa and MasterCard just leaving Russia. So yeah, interesting that it's not like my card gets declined. No, I cannot even get to that step of the process where I can enter my card data, my card number and whatnot. So you know who still actually easily, without a single problem, accepts payments from cards issued in Russia? Twitch. So, and I'm still paying for Twitch Turbo, but that's not a problem at all now, because, well, I can do it from like my old cards issued by Russian banks. So which is actually well, kinda cheeky on Twitch's behalf, but well, for me it's beneficial. I don't have to jump more hoops to find a way to pay for Twitch Turbo, and Twitch Turbo gives me my viewers, to be specific. Twitch Turbo gives me 2 months deep Twitch archive on Twitch streams archive on Twitch. I have like unlimited archive on YouTube, and that's cool. But first of all, the quality of those videos for some reason are lower than on Twitch. I still haven't figured out it yet. Finally we got it. Finally we got what we've been looking for. The first house we looted in this place. We found this. Okay, time to start fixing things. So sewing kits seem to be very problematic for my characters lately in Livonia. So I want these shoes to restore. I want these shoes to be back. I want to restore them to their former glory. Well, I'm late today, still crazy busy with all sorts of things. sometimes even losing understanding of what I'm doing and why. So okay, those I'm just leaving. Finally we get some space in my inventory. So anything needs to be sharpened, because it looks like that zombies damaged my clothes. Looks like they specifically go for the jacket, and usually something small like a sharpening stone gets destroyed with the jacket. Well, every time the jacket gets a little bit of damage, or not a little bit of damage. Ah, my gloves. I forgot about the gloves. Yeah. So that's why I'm looting civilian houses, even though it looks like I don't need any loot at all. Yeah, I need some loot. Spend them in amazing. Another one, and a barrel with some pants inside. That is very cool. So yesterday and lots of days before yesterday, I just couldn't find that stuff. Well, how's the belt doing? The belt's doing great. Couldn't find sewing kits, leather, normal. Just couldn't. Today, first couple houses checked in this place that I didn't have time to get to yesterday. And here we are. Oh yeah, look at you. Do we need to fix anything? Just checking. Everything looks 100% okay. Okay, 2 sewing kits. 2 fresh, full of supplies sewing kits, and 1.5 leather sewing kits. I don't really need a lot for happiness. Zombies though, they seem to be able to hear me from miles away now. So that was just an alert, but so freaking far. Okay, let me check these houses here. But I think I got pretty much everything I needed. It's not that I'm going to... Well, I mean, a desert eagle. A desert eagle. That seems always possible. Well, I mean, it is always possible to find a desert eagle in, like, civilian places. Been finding lots of CR rifles. This one is the 3rd one. On this run from the coast, I'm counting starting at the coast. This character got teleported back to Livonia. Pristine. Well, yeah, I don't really... Well, I have space. But assembling another stack of 357s round by round. Thank you very much, but probably no. This place here doesn't have zombies. Actually, that's why it's so easy to loot it. Ooh, another leather sewing kit. Okay. This one goes here. So that's how they usually easy to find. And imagine not seeing a single one in like, I don't know, 10 hours of gameplay. Something along those lines. Oh yeah, I've done actually one thing today that I'm extremely proud of. I have a small water heater. It's a flow water heater, so it's a crazy device that consumes a ton of energy, electrical energy, and warms up. I wouldn't call it heating. It warms up the water coming through it. So we use this device literally for like maybe 2 weeks a year, maybe if we are not lucky 3 weeks a year. Usually take it from like the storage once, but it's always been a problem to have it somehow placed and attached in the bathroom. So it's not exactly a pig. Yeah, there's a pig. It's not exactly a device that you would connect to your just water taps and whatnot. So it's more like an add-on. And I finally, after several years of using this device and trying to mount it somehow on the wall without turning it into drilling like a ton of holes and whatnot, I found a way to mount it without actually make it mountable, easily mountable. So there is a railing, vertical railing for the shower, and I found plastic thingies that are actually kind of holders for plumbing, holders for pipes, and they have locks on them. So, and I attached them, disassembled the water heater and attached them to the back of the heater, and they oh god, I thought it was a survivor. So normally they are supposed to keep let's make it a little bit quieter. Normally they are supposed to have to keep this holders or whatever they are, to keep water, a pipe attached to like a wall, but here they work the opposite way around. They keep the device, the box of the water heater, attached to that vertical railing. That's just for shower. And these like ring like thingies, they have locks on them, so you just put it on the railing, lock them, and it just hangs. Kanegecha, good evening, welcome. So, and you can mount it and remove it from the railing as many times as you want. Well, I mean, after some time, probably these plastic contraptions wouldn't just... These plastic contraptions might just break. It doesn't look like they are supposed to be locked and unlocked, open and closed often. But I use that water heating device like I take it out of the storage and use it like once, maybe twice a year. Talking about a good thing that I've done today. I have a small, really small like water heater. It's a flow heater. So it's a small device that consumes a ton of power for heating up the water flowing through it. But I wouldn't call it heating. I mean, at a normal flow rate, it just warms it up. A little bit warm it becomes, well, but not at least like tap level cold. So you have a propane version, of course. Yeah, no, it's a thing here too. Lots of apartments, lots of flats and houses, they have gas ones, for example, like Nikola, the old ones, the new ones. But we are on central heating. But when they turn the central heating off and central hot water supply off for a couple weeks a year, you need something instead. So I cannot even put a proper heater with a water tank in my bathroom, which is simply no space there. So hence that small heater. And the problem has always been to just mount it to the wall in the bathroom, mount it to anything in the bathroom, just to be able to use it without, I don't know, just to be able to use it in any way, because like the thing needs power going in, the thing has an outlet with its own small tap. So and the thing is needed only for a couple of weeks a year. It's nice, of course, when you like have some land or at least a big house, your own yard. You of course can like do things like that. But if all you have is just a small bathroom, I cannot get over the walls anymore. Too heavy. I got rid of the grenade launcher and all the grenades, and I still cannot jump. So, and I finally found a way how to make this heater easily mountable and unmountable. Using plastic ring shape pipe holders. I don't know what's the right name for them. I don't even know the right name for them in Russian, because it's like plumbing. They have names for pretty much everything. So those ring shaped things, they're supposed to like lock a pipe and keep it attached, for example, to a wall. But in my case it works the other way around. It's attached to the back of the heater. I attached them to the back of the heater, 3 of them. And I lock them on the vertical railing that's like shower railing. Pretty much vertical pipe, 25 millimeters in diameter. And they actually keep the heater in place really well. Yeah, you're trying to tell me that I cannot. Yeah, I really cannot. I'm not sure why. There's a ton of zombies there. There's a ton of zombies everywhere. Oh god. Interesting enough, gonna get you that as another device I have a 12 volt small water pump too. So oops. That actually creates enough flow to take a proper shower, but you need water for that. Hey. So, and I came up with an idea to just, well, I mean, normally would just heat up some water if you don't have hot water supply. Just heat up some water, boil some water, make some warm water out of boiled water. In and then you would use either like a small jar or something to just take a bath, take a shower, or yeah, drop that water pump in it and attach it to a pipe, to a tube, and yeah. Hey. And a shower head. So I have that too. I just don't have a propane tank. Where is it? Oh, wait a second. That's why I don't have it on my hotbar, because that one just was, yeah, ended. I finished one of them. Okay, the belt's damaged. Let's fix that. Mine's Chinese. Mine's Chinese. Of course, like our brands of this stuff, well, sometimes actually it's the same, but usually like we have completely different brands. Mine's Chinese, unnamed, but it works, and I like that it's completely safe because it takes 12 volts, and when I use it in the bathroom, I connect it to a 12 volt UPS battery. Well, mine's Chinese, so Chinese it doesn't have any branding. And it's really small. Actually, people been complaining that it can overheat, and people, well, I mean, in the reviews, people stated that they were like pumping some very serious liquids with it, like oil from like a barrel. Not sure about things like gasoline and whatnot, but and some complained that it was overheating. I don't know, I haven't really used it for that long. Warms better description, yeah. So, but yeah, I'm really glad that I found a way to make that flow heater mountable and unmountable, easily mountable, like, and it's very secure, not going anywhere when it's attached to that railing. It's been like many years I was figuring out how to keep it on a wall in the bathroom in a secure way and at the same time easily unmountable way, and without like drilling a bunch of holes. I can of course easily drill tiling and any concrete behind it, so that's not a big deal, but it's all so freaking, it gets so dusty. If you live in a small apartment, small flat, drilling the walls without just somebody else standing next to you with a vacuum cleaner, immediately sucking all the dust, just under the drill bit, literally. Yeah. If you don't do that, you end up with your apartment just full of concrete dust and, well, in this case, tile dust. But yeah, I have even special drill bits for drilling tiles, ceramic tiles. And I can make nice, round, really clean looking holes in them. And yeah, a proper drill for concrete. Actually, this building I live in, this apartment block, it's built out of white brick, so it's not that hard to drill walls here. But where my grandmother used to live, that one was built out of concrete slabs, pre-made in a factory, with like, I don't know, like that concrete mixed with, I don't know with what, rebar. It's like less of the evil. It would have like rocks in it, small stones like gravel, but and it's always been a huge problem without a proper drill with that hammering function to drill any holes in those walls. So, but every action, every scene needs a proper tool. When you don't have a proper tool, it turns into a natural hell. I don't actually even know if heli crash. I don't actually even know if Soviet industry ever produced a consumer drill with a hammering function. My grandfather never had one. So that, and the majority of the buildings and cities made out of at least proper bricks, and usually like very serious concrete. Good luck. Just even hanging a painting on the wall, even just a picture in a building like that. So I'm obviously not a person who like does renovations and whatnot. I haven't had a lot of experience, but once I needed to drill a bunch of holes in the ceiling using an old Soviet really low power drill, and the ceiling was a proper concrete slab. I just cursed everything. And plus the bits. The bits were Soviet too. So they weren't drilling. Even by rotation they weren't drilling anything. So I am going to a place called Drevniki, and then probably to Nadbar. Yeah, there's like a cheeky ruin hiding in here, surrounded by these. Are they APCs? They look like. missing? Trail shoes. Okay. No, I have my nice athletic shoes restored back to their greatness. Okay, we're going that direction. The music, by the way, is kicking in again. So the music is solid. I keep saying that, but for those who just joined, it's a new thing in 1.25. The devs added like a tone of proper ambient music to DayZ, and it kind of triggers. Well, there's a mechanic to trigger it. Woba made a video about this music and how it plays, how it gets activated. The only thing, well, I don't play DayZ with music. Currently, I'm just showcasing it, sorta. The only problem that I have with this music specifically is that I don't think it works when it's like bright daytime, bright clear day and whatnot. So I don't think it really works when it's like that. Okay, entering Drevniki, I think. There's a ton of zombies here. I'm not sure how to avoid them. Maybe I should have switched to wearing socks. So when I told what's going on with GeoGuessr, basically the interface of the website, the interface of GeoGuessr, what they have on their website for just paying wouldn't let me even to enter any card data. It never loads the form for the new card. So I have a card that would work. I have money to pay. I have money to continue my own subscription. But the website just wouldn't allow me to continue my own subscription. And by the way, they're trying right now, they've been trying for a while actually to charge my card that's now blocked for them because of the sanctions. Because, well, not on the sanctions, it's not the sanctions, it's Visa and MasterCard live in Russia. So they keep trying to charge their card. Of course they fail. The system fails to charge it, and they keep sending letters to me, and they at the same time the web interface won't let me just even to enter new card data. So I of course wrote to GeoGuessr tech support about it. I don't think they understood me, because, well, the first couple answers they are always like just complete BS. But the third one, they say that I should figure things out with their payment processor. So I'm now talking to their payment processor, and we are in a stage when the first couple answers it's just BS. Semi-automated BS. Pedal, I think, is their payment processor. So, but they're slower than GeoGuessr. It takes them 2 days to actually answer every new message. So yeah, but the funny thing is, it's not like they say that my card, new card is blocked. It's not like they say that you are from Russia, you are not allowed to play GeoGuessr then. No, nothing like that. It just the payment form never loads. There's obviously some strange problem going on. But so far, I think they didn't even understand what's going on. I'm kind of curious. I'll keep answering their BS to their BS answers. So, and I'll keep bothering them because I'm curious if they're going to give me an answer like that would have like any sense. Like, for example, you cannot pay because your GeoGuessr account is marked as Russian. That's actually would be not illegal. That would be pretty much against the European values. And yeah, GeoGuessr, it's like a Swedish company, I think, and the payment processor Paddle, they are in the UK. So technically they should come up with a solid reason. Okay. But I explained it already, but I'll say it one more time. You know what doesn't have any problems with like payments from Russia, even from Russian cards that are not processed by Visa, MasterCard anywhere in the world now? Twitch. They would gladly take your money, any money from any card. They won't send any money to Russia, but they would gladly charge your Russian card that probably nobody in the world can charge anymore. So their payment processor actually it's like it's from Russia, a company with well, that originated from Russia. and still has like Russian ties. Okay, interesting. We have doors open here, but that's like normal. Let's take a look at the main square. I absolutely don't want to loot this place. I have a feeling that well, I mean, the fact that the doors are open and whatnot doesn't really mean anything. Okay, those guys are exactly where they are supposed to be. So I'm not going there. I'd love to just skip that place. There's usually some zombies in here. Oh. Give me a short second. I think one window was open. When I initially took a look at the tower. Yeah, not from here. From here that'd be hard. I know they are open, it's just I cannot see through them at this angle. The angle is the reason they don't look open anymore. Okay. A repeater carabine with some rounds inside, but yeah, I don't have the pistol, and I mean the pistol, the ultimate pistol, the Desert Eagle, so I'm mostly skipping this place. CR, yeah, this is actually civilian. Glock is like police now, and CR is now civilian. Not sure about the Makarov designation now. Yes, some windows are open, but I think they just been open for some time like that. So we have people on the server. I pretty much expect people to be in the south. Maybe, of course, not like everywhere. So the zombies around the hospital looked like undisturbed zombies, like looked undisturbed. From here I can even safely see a little bit of the main square. But the server's low pop at this time of day. Actually the pop's higher even a little bit than yesterday. So on low pop servers there's one thing: people shoot. People start shooting exactly like I did yesterday. Okay. Question is, oops. Ow. Question is, how many zombies did I aggro? It's really an amazing way to catch a bullet. So something has to be damaged on me after this. Oh yeah, the pants, and we are getting hungry. Well, I mean, lost a little bit of the apple, of the energy sign, a little bit of its feel, and here we go. We need food immediately. Panic immediately settles in. I actually forgot that I had that. Cannot really see anything either way. Somebody's probably building a base somewhere. Somewhere at the map's outskirts. Or maybe there's like a bunch of new spawns at the coast. The shock hat. That's like rare. Haven't worn that yet. Shovel. We have a small one. We don't need a big one. Another sewing kit. Amazing. Anything needs to be fixed? Like anything at all? No? Okay. Now I'm gonna keep 2 of them in my inventory. 2 of each. That I have, by the way. Let's disinfect this for free. Go. I think in my west the zombies are aiming for the lighter. I don't think it was badly damaged. Speaking of stashes. A very large and empty tent. I don't know why, but people are attracted to this strange building. People keep building bases inside this one. Keep making bases inside this building. Otherwise, this server doesn't really have bases for some reason. Of all the player made and place things, we found one gate blocking access to the prison building itself, and we destroyed that yesterday. We got through, but we didn't find anything in the prison. Not a single storage container, tent, barrel, crate, anything. Not a single item that might have looked out of place. So maybe they hid their stuff in a very smart way somehow. Smart way that I'm not aware of at all. Or maybe it was just a gate locking empty prison. That's a real truck standing here. I'm a little bit low on rounds for my primary, but I don't think it actually spawns here. This might be mostly Russian ammunition. And we need Western. Not seeing any zombies from here. But I don't have an angle. No line of sight on them. I'm avoiding this place not because I'm afraid of people here. I don't really care. I'm avoiding because the zombies are really annoying now. And I'll just aggro them all. Okay, I can see some zombies down there, but not around the main building. That's interesting. Are they again slow on just spawning in? Oh, really? May I take that, please? Thank you. Actually, speaking of taking things, may I take this too? That's pretty big. Here we go. The zombies are now loading in. Probably first time in a long time, or maybe first time ever, I didn't step into a tripwire. Oh, that's my rounds. Only 2 of them, but instead of 120, I now have how much? 15. Yeah, that's Russian rounds too. So, avoided the trap. Sometimes I just step into them, but, well, a couple times at least it happened. I just step into them, activate them, but then go just behind the corner, around the corner, and that's enough. If you have, of course, that corner to go around. Ah. We have a proper traffic accident over there. Okay. Is that a normal zombie? Okay, I'm not sure if shooting them even using a silent gun would be a great idea here. But again, it's not like a convoy. It's just a traffic accident, though there's a lot of cars in here. Pioneer. Badly damaged. No, the round's gonna be badly damaged too. These ones, they actually can have rounds for me. So maybe I should kill them. Flare gun. Oh god. They spotted me even though it's raining pretty badly. Damaged. Yeah. Okay, you. Follow me. Oh, not those. Okay. That contains... Oh, this is good. This is not. Okay, let's see if we maybe are lucky enough to find a box of rounds here or something. Blowtorch. Player. Another pioneer. No, okay. Nothing really. So I died and left my car in the place where people. Okay, there is that. I actually don't have full auto, so it's better to avoid bears then. I might not be able to kill one. I don't even have enough rounds actually. Okay. Let's add these beats to the magazine. 4 more rounds. Well, technically 4 more rounds. It's 4 more dead players. Yeah, I gotta remember that I don't have 120 rounds anymore. I gotta stay close to the road or I'll just lose it. Chamber Senator, good evening, welcome, welcome. Is this the right road? Well, it is. There's no other road like this. But it kind of felt a little bit unfamiliar for a second. Something else through the trees. Zombies just wouldn't go that far. Chamber Senator, I don't know if you've been like keeping an eye on changes and whatnot, but I have a feeling that in this experimental zombies can hear way better. And they really can hear each other. So they really like aggro each other now. Alert each other. Alert. So you just run to the police station in Lukov, just straight, and you would end up with like zombies one by one coming in after you, looking for you. By the way, Chamber Senator, actually, I don't know if you do any music these days. My boyfriend, the pilot, does definitely. So you might be it might be interesting for you to take a look at my Twitter. We Space Melody Lab, mostly Nicole, of course, finally preparing in the final steps of like preparation of releasing a device, a portable MIDI controller. Well, our own custom. I see, Chamber Senator. So yeah, the zombies feel like they are way more agile now. And that fact that it would come to the police station yesterday, it was very, very obvious. It was a very, very good example of their behavior, that they would just alert each other in a chain way. Yep, I reposted Space Melody Labs tweet in my feed, so the main thing about that saying that it's gonna be cheap compared to all other MIDI controllers of similar size and functionality, and probably not just with reassignable buttons and knobs. They all have reassignable buttons and knobs. That's of course a standard. No, probably it'll be fully reprogrammable. If you of course know how to write code. We finally have our first prototype, and Nicole is writing code for it now. Writing its first firmware. So we are next to Svarog, and skipping it would be probably not the smartest thing to do, because this place definitely can spawn rounds for my primary. Mostly not for my primary though. Oh, the shoes need some fixing. Then the jacket needs some fixing again. What's happening over and over? There was some duct tape. Here we go. Then this pistol suppressor needs some love. Oh, cool. That's cool. Yeah, toys like that. They're always amazing. Actually, I Well, I mean, I told about it on Twitch already, but I'm getting my first ever console. I'm getting my first ever console. And it's going to be a very special one. Well, it is a very special one. It's on my way to me. So, as you might have heard, Russia never had proper Nintendo stuff. So, and NES here, it was really popular. A little bit later than in the States and probably around the world, but NES was really popular, but produced under completely different trademark called Dendy, and by company called Subor in China. Well, I mean, it's kind of their, well, not the company name, it's like they have a Chinese name. So, and they made a couple of absolutely crazy NES consoles. So I got myself one NES console that is a keyboard. It is pretty much a PC keyboard with a NES console inside it. The official purpose of the thing is like to run special programs written for that type of console, like something about learning languages and whatnot, for which you would of course need a keyboard. Better to have one. But on the other side, it is just an NES. So I learned about these consoles actually watching an LTT video. So I immediately went to a Russian version of like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Immediately found quite some there in like bad condition, most of them, but still. And I was amazed that they would just be pretty actually cheap. So I picked up one immediately. So I've never had a console. This is going to be my first one. Again, no zombies down there. The rain's not raining anymore. So yeah, that's speaking of old stuff, and speaking of keyboards. Huh. I mean, the server is not really that populated to start impacting zombie spawning. Unless somebody killed them all. But that, I believe we would have heard that. Here's one. Coming out of the room. Okay, I'm curious now. Is something going on here? Okay, I'm not checking the top, so these water chillers, not coolers, chillers, until we figure out what's happening here. Okay, strangely enough, the zombies all spawned somehow. Well, I mean, that's what they tried to do. Ow. But they all spawned in the places that I couldn't see, spots that I couldn't see through the building. From the building, through the windows. One, two. That's a screamer over there. Ooh. Spotted me. Still making a lot of noise. I don't like this place. And another one heard me. And the third one. And the fourth one. No? Okay, time to fix the bayonet. It seems to be durable, but not that durable. Let's fix the duffel bag. Zombies scratch that too. Raid these buildings down here and just leave. That's a civilian one. Anything interesting in your rounds for my primary, please? This is like tier 4 facility. It should have something. Tier 4 military zone. Doesn't look like we are lucky today. Well, lucky technically we didn't step into that tripwire. I mean, I would have probably been okay. Just stepping behind the corner. Because these grenades, they don't go off like immediately. You have time to just step away pretty much. If you have like a wall, corner to step behind. So yeah, you get that opportunity. If you trip it in an open field, then you're 100% that you won't be able to run away from it. I think. Chamber Center, you are right, because it's like very meta. Very meta. It immediately gives you an understanding of the status of the area. Of course, it's always possible that you would enter that area. See? Another zombie heard me from like behind that wall. Two zombies actually. Spotted me through the window. I don't even know anymore. Yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, you see them in a group and you immediately know that the area has been empty. And that they just spawned in. And this is a meta, that you, well, I don't know how to ignore. If, for example, in GeoGuessr, you can ignore things like the look of the Google Street View car, taking the footage and whatnot. This, not ignorable. 2 rounds, you gotta be kidding me. Why is it only 2? And there's 2 more. Okay. Obviously it looks like that I'll have to refill my magazines literally round by round. Trash can. Yep. Oops. It happened again, but at least this time it didn't break my legs. Probably damaged my shoes. Let's leave and take a look. Okay, the shoes are good. Not a problem then. So let's reload the gun. Well, add the rounds to the magazine. Here we go. Guess it's time to eat this pork. And it's time to take a look at the map to figure out where I died. I died in this area, but in a place that rarely gets visited because, well, it pretty much doesn't go anywhere. Okay, give me a short second. Trying to figure it out. Ah, yeah, here it is. It's better to just go around. I'm on at the wrong side of this facility. So we just follow the road till we get to another turn. So the car's probably not there. I actually suspect that it might have gotten damaged. Maybe the server thought it was moving way faster than it looked on my screen, because it sure immediately killed me when I just tried to jump out of it accidentally. And but because it's like just a pretty much ready to drive car, it might have been picked up easily by somebody. Okay, the road's here. The convoy unfortunately is not here. It spawns down there between these two hills. I mean, this character, the way this character geared, he doesn't need any other guns and whatnot, but some M16 rounds would be really nice. Shut the engine quietly closed for a while. I mean, have we really lost that ability? I think when I had my engine just cut off because of either the spark plug going bad or the battery or just being out of fuel. I think I was actually able to just keep moving. But I don't exactly remember if it's possible to do just by turning the engine off. You can turn the engine off. That's a thing. Okay, if we find our car or any other car, we'll have to just try it. Okay. First this house, of course. Never miss an opportunity. This one spawns hunting loot, by the way. Jeans. Sheath, yeah. Not a lot of hunting, but okay. Some of these benches kinda can spawn things, but I haven't figured out yet which ones. Some of them would spawn things. Okay, so if the car's here, we will be able to see it just from this hill. We should be able to see it. Well, I mean, maybe not. The trees look a little bit more dense than I remember. Until the vehicle stops? Okay, I don't think I tried that, but yeah. Maybe you're right. Because I don't remember ever trying that. You look at that! That's the car over there. That's our car. Obviously, it'll need some pushing. But it is there. Maybe lost some car parts. Oh, come on. This one knows some martial arts by the look of it. Yeah, this does not look good at all. But the wheels are in pretty the same condition. All the car parts are still there in the same condition. Let's do some pushing then. For that, let's get rid of some weight to get our stamina back. Almost there. There's a tree behind. But I think it's done. I think we should be able to move it a little bit. Yo, unbelievable! We found our car. That's like extremely lucky. Nobody really goes to this place, I suppose. Okay. Slowly moving without the engine on. So, yeah, I can stop the engine only when... Let's see, actually. Let's test it. Yeah. Not on the grass, obviously. With 2 damaged wheels, it barely can climb this hill. Here we go, getting some momentum. Oops, no, not on the first gear. Oh, come on. Here we go. Left and right works. I have another spark plug if this one dies. Here we are. I don't have any lights installed. Okay. Driving blind then. So... Whoa, yeah. Yeah, Chamber Senator. It's a workaround for... Because DZ cars can get stuck really easily. Like, extremely easily. Okay, so it's nice hill here. Let's go neutral. Yeah, there's no option to stop the engine, unfortunately. You're right, there's no option to stop the engine while the car's moving. I think the option only appears, it looks like, when the speed's like really low, or when the car just static. So, like, slower, 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 slower. Well, I mean, I was able to stop the engine and keep moving, but I had to drop the speed really low. And we are going downhill. pretty much rolling downhill, so that's why it's possible. Come on, come on, come on. No? Okay. Let's give it a push and continue rolling downhill, because this road goes downhill only. Oh, I have lights. That I actually didn't know of. So it's like you get the option when it's lower than 7, I think. When it's 7 and lower. Yeah, I like this. Obviously, it's only possible because it's a slope, but I like driving like that. Oh, come on, why is it going up again? So this feature is still here, but it's speed controlled now. So, or speed limited. Here we go. Nice. 40, almost 50 kilometers an hour without turning the engine on. Now this is gonna be a little bit harder without the engine. Is it slope again? Yes, it is. Silently driving in the woods. Pretty crazy. Never try to do that. But this is fun. So there's a fallen tree down there. Probably more trees over there. Another fallen tree. Okay, give me a second. Let's do it like this. And for me too. But interesting enough that it still works, as you could see. I mean, nothing bad happens to the car if we just roll around without the engine running. Nothing bad happens. It's still steerable. Still does everything it needs to do. So I'm not sure what really that meant. Oh, that's a little bit too far. That's like the edge of the map. So all the physics, all the well, mechanics, everything still works pretty much okay. It's just the switch that cuts the engine off only available when the speed is 7 km per hour or below that. Okay, good enough. I actually left the barrel somewhere here. Let's take this. I think I left I left a barrel somewhere here. But maybe it's hidden a little bit too well. That's my pile of dirt. My empire of dirt. But the barrel. Huh. Like here maybe? Yep. Here it is. Almost invisible. Unfortunately, non-interactable. The trees, the collision boxes of the trees completely block the character from interacting with the barrel. Well, I mean, I'm talking about opening its lid. So otherwise the place is amazing to hide empty barrels. The sound. Here we go. Forgot about the sound. Okay, I guess the car can stay here. If it stayed on that crossroads, wasn't really like crossroads. It was, well, crossroads in the middle of nowhere. So it probably should be okay here too. The car, I mean. Yeah, chamber center, maybe. Or maybe it's just a random thing. Who knows? But it is interesting indeed. Why is that even a thing? But At this point, I gotta call it a day. Promised you a short stream only, so here it is. Less than 2 hours even. I wanted, of course, I always want to play for longer, but it's 6:30 already in the morning. I ended up getting to my PC like at 4:30, so, well, not getting to my PC, just getting finally some spare time, so that's why. I'll try to do better tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. So, Chamber Center, by the way, did you take a look at the device? Have you seen it? It's just on my Twitter account. Oh yeah, I can see that you have seen it. Thank you for the like. So yeah, let me show the stream, the scene. Just give me a second. Yeah, here we go. So this is the device. It's pretty thin, like the case itself is like a little bit more than 1 centimeter, maybe centimeter and a half. The knobs are pretty big, so I haven't prepared any photos from a side. So, but yeah, 9 knobs, 9 buttons. This is for settings, and for it's pretty much shift. It's like an shift. The shift button lets you to have 2 functions at one knob. So, and by the way, initially it's going to be pretty basic, so you can assign one function to one knob, and then with shift another function to the same knob or button. But maybe over time Nicola will figure out he will figure out how to write code letting the user to set up simultaneous actions produced by just one element. So when you turn one knob, but actually it changes 2 or more things at once. So things like that. Again, a MIDI controller for traveling musicians, of street musicians who really appreciate the small size of it. So that's it. Thank you, Chamber Senator. Thank you very much for taking a look, and we are going to produce and sell it. We hope to. It's not just a one-off thing. Nicole is thinking about making the code available, and well, I mean, it's pretty much, it always can be again disassembled, re-engineered. What's the right word for it? Keep forgetting. So there's probably no point in like hiding the code of the firmware, and the circuit of it. So it's like, again, probably won't be a secret too, because you always can disassemble it and trace everything. So pretty much, but we'll see how it goes. So far Nicola is not currently here. He was getting ready to produce, more of them and to finish up with the firmware, at least with the first versions of it. But yeah, this is gonna be a small device for traveling musicians that you can I can pretty much shove it in my pocket, in my shorts pocket, not in my jeans pocket. So thank you very much for watching. That was that announcement that I promised yesterday, wanted to make. Now it's time to find somebody to rate. Give me a short second, please. I see one person who I haven't seen in a long time playing DayZ. We're out of music. Yeah. Let's go and say hi to a streamer known as Dad's World. The link goes in the chat. See you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Goodbye and good night.